Okay, so today we're going to be doing another short video. These videos now are actually going to be a constant. It is going to be a new video series where I'm going to be giving you weekly updates on my trading portfolio. So previously we uploaded these two videos here that everyone really liked, showing you an update of how I'm making money in the financial markets on Forex pairs, commodities, stocks, and indices every single week, and giving you actual commentary on exactly what I was analyzing and how I was able to trade it. What that's allowing most of my viewers to do is actually learn from how I'm making money in the market so they can learn for themselves as well and make it a lot better for them every single week to make money in the market for themselves. So just to introduce myself to you, my name is Morgan and I'm the founder of MS Equities Trading. I teach students in about 28 countries around the world, and I run a very specialized online trading academy where I teach students. We run a specialized online platform where we are able to deploy through the internet as well as through mobile apps. But on top of it, I'm also a professional trader. So I trade on the behalf of my clients and I'm always trading in the markets. I spend every single day in this office trading. So basically what we're going to be doing in these videos is giving you an update on trades that I'm taking every single week and how I'm able to profit from them. Another one is also to anyone who follows along with my Twitter feed, you will all know that I basically post out almost all of my trade ideas on Twitter before I take these trades. So if you want to follow on to my Twitter page, Morgan B. Sampson, you can also go follow along there so you can keep updated with my weekly trading updates on Twitter if you don't have access to the YouTube channel every single day. I also try and post up on the YouTube channel every single week as well. But what we're going to be jumping into is on the Dow Jones Industrial Average on the US 30. We're now sitting on the 31st of October, the last day of October. We had a really strong week of trades, incredibly volatile week, but it was a very interesting strategy I was able to capitalize on that I'd really like to show you all now. It's not going to be too much of a long video. I don't have very much time today. We're already sitting just after midnight, so we're actually now sitting on the 1st of November now, but we're going to be running through this because it's a really interesting strategy that I was able to use. My students were able to use as well, and I'm just going to show you how I was able to make a 0.62% gain for this week alone, which is a really nice profit for myself, and that will put me up over about 2.89% for the month, which is going to be the second biggest month I've ever had. Now in October, we had about $9 trillion worth of value get completely wiped out the market. The Dow Jones dropped by close to 9.8%. It's what we consider the second correction of 2018. Now, just to say to you, in February, the first correction that occurred, which was a correction just over 10%, was the biggest month I ever had. And now again, the second biggest correction we had this year was also one of the biggest months I ever had, the second biggest month. That's specifically because of our trading strategies. That's because of how good our trading strategies operate. When the market is usually losing, we're making tons of money. And that's what happened this week. But what I'm going to show you is my verified track record, so you know all of these trades are real and verified. And then we're going to jump on the charts and I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Okay, so to anyone who knows this portfolio, you've probably seen this before. The link is going to be down below in the description. As you can see, this is just the last couple days of trading. You can see now for the week, we're up 0.75%. Just on 10 trades, 100% win ratio. For the month, we're going to be ending off on a 97% win ratio on 42 trades. So it was a very good month of trading, 2.89%, and that puts us up just under 21% for the year. So that was a really nice profit we were able to make. But as you can see coming down here, if any of you want to see these verified trades, just click on history and you'll see all of the recent trades that we have, and also all of our monthly results. So you can see in February 2018, we did a 3.04%, which was in the previous market correction. And now we've got it hitting right again. That's just because our strategy has now proven to us. But the reason why I'm showing this to you is because I've already put up all of the results in a single piece right over here. So you can see these are the results. We did a 0.62% gain, 7 trades and 7 wins. So I'm going to be popping this up on the charts for you. On the video for you as we walk through the charts. But just jumping onto the charts, basically what I've got here is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the US 30 on the 4-hourly chart. So right now, this evening, we've got just a little bit of a sell-off. We had a very strong move today. But the big reason why I wanted to show you this is specifically to show you the difference between what we can see on the hourly charts and what we can see on the daily charts. So the reason why I've got this red line here is to show you the trade that I took right over here. I'll pop it onto the chart so you can see the earliest trade I took was on the 23rd. So as you can see on this chart, I'm just going to show you exactly where this trade was taken. On the 23rd, right in this dip over here, we took our first trade. And then later on, this is where our last trade was exited later today. So we've got a really nice position here where we've got an arc coming back down, followed by some very nice volatile spikes. So what you're going to effectively see over here is, if we have a look in the weekly chart, there's a very specific reason why I was able to capitalize on this opportunity. Sorry, I have to delete these again. Is you can see that we have got on the monthly chart some very, very long wicks forming up over here. So if we go all the way back, all the way towards February, we've got these very, very long wicks. So as you can see, price action is coming all the way down and rejecting this level very strongly. So if we take a trend line, we can see right over here, there is a very strong level where price is rejecting. Now, this is a very good example to see how price does not want to move below that line. And as you can see over here, when price action is moving down into these very low areas over here, it keeps rejecting from that level. It keeps just pushing straight back up. It just does not want to stay there at all. And that's what we saw happening on Monday. So as we go back right over here, you can see on Monday we had a very, very strong sell-off in this daily candle. And that was what I was able to capitalize on. If I zoom out here, you can see how this trend line, we've got price action moving right down to that level. So what I did is I drew up this trend line and I waited for price action to come to this level. We've also got a horizontal line here, this orange horizontal line. As you can see, the previous support level, I'm using that level as well. So if we bring this up right over here, you can see how price action not only came back down to that blue trend line, it also tested the the orange horizontal line. So as we had price coming down here, as you can see on the trade update, the trade results, as I was buying in, you can see that these trades lasted a duration of the longest trades lasting 8 days, 6 days, which were a little bit longer. You can see the longest trades lasting 8 days, 6 days from last week, which were a little bit longer. So those were trades that I opened out last week. But as you can see, every single one of these trades has been closed out this week. And what you can see is basically it was because, if we go back onto the hourly chart, I saw this price action coming right down in this volatility funnel. So we had price coming right down to this level. And effectively what was happening was I knew that price was probably going to break out to the upside at some stage soon, but I didn't know exactly when. So I knew that at every single dip, I needed to buy in on an additional order. And that's why you can see there are 7 trades here. So you can see there is one dip here, there's a second one, a third one, fourth one, and basically in this lower position, I bought in 2. As you can see in this lower area here, I bought in 2 positions over here, and earlier on, I bought an additional 3 positions. So that's why we've got a total of 7 trades up. And as you can see, that's a very simple example of how the trend line has been broken. Now, what I'm definitely having a look at is if possibly price action comes back down to this level. So you can see if possibly price comes down to this level over here, or even comes to this level right over here where the previous breakout was. Now, if price action comes down to that level, I might possibly consider buying in again and hopefully holding back up to this level right up over here. You know, the main goal is to try and see if we can get price moving up back up to this previous level before where the volatility funnel triggered. And then definitely the second prize is to see if we can see a full recovery back from the sell-off that occurred right earlier on this October. So that's definitely what I'm considering. Possibly we might have price bounce off that level, move right back up to the top, but that's going to be our next prize. Now, I still have positions open in this market, and what I'm going to try and see if I can still capitalize on profiting a bit more. So as you can see, we had about 2 weeks ago, we had this trade video that I posted up talking about the previous time I was able to profit from it. And you can see this trade result chart up over here shows you how much I was able to make from this trade opportunity 2 weeks ago. Now, in that video, I actually alerted out saying that I was going to wait to see if I could get additional positions in the market. But in that video, I said that the market sold off a little bit further during the making of that video. So what I actually did was I waited a bit longer. I got into the position a bit later, which I alerted out onto my Twitter page, and I was able to profit from that recovery. Now, this is a very difficult and slightly risky opportunity to trade, but once again, being able to share these videos with you, teach you a bit more about how myself as a professional trader, how every single week I am capitalizing on these market moves. Hopefully these videos are going to teach you a bit more about how I'm getting in the market and getting out throughout the week, depending on how I'm watching those market movements. So hopefully we're going to see a slight pullback towards the end of this week, and then next month coming in right from the 1st of November, going up for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we have a little bit of a pullback followed by a strong recovery. Hopefully we get back up to those higher 2,500, 2,600 levels, and possibly I'll be able to capitalize on a big opportunity there, but that might take a bit longer. So that's why every single week I'm tactically getting in the position and getting out the position. It's a little bit of a risk off mentality that I have right now. It's what some professional traders would consider it. But once again, there is still a long-term fundamental overview of people saying the market is still bullish. They still think that there is room to move higher, maybe to get back to the previous highs, but that might take maybe 2 months to 3 months. Now, one thing I can recommend is a very, very nice article written on Seeking Alpha. You're going to see there's going to be a link to the Seeking Alpha article down below. It was an incredible article talking about what this analyst considers to be the strong fundamental growing aspects to the Dow Jones market right now. I definitely consider you read that, and it's a really, really nice write-up. And also just make sure to try and study this trade opportunity as much as possible. It's a very volatile time in the market right now, and the thing is that the more volatile, the more opportunity there is to learn. Once again, everyone, just wanted to do one last thing. To anyone who wants to learn a bit more about how to trade and invest in the financial markets, please make sure to head over to our website, www.msequitiestrading.com. You can learn a bit more about how we train students in 28 countries around the world, how we run a very specialized online training academy, as well as online mobile apps that you're able to study on. Right now, we have 15 seats left in a special promotion where we're not only going to be charging out an 80% discount, it will no longer be $850 to study in our academy for 12 months. It'll be $150, but I only have 15 seats left. So please make sure to email study@msequitiestrading.com if any of you are interested in applying for the last 15 seats left. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers for now. With